All right, what's up, family? Yeah, we're going to do a medical one for you, this one, another health one. I'm going to title this one, Hospitals We Don't Trust. Now, when I say hospitals we don't trust, you can speak to many people all across the land, matter of fact, all across the world. There are certain hospitals, people will go, oh no, don't go to that hospital. Nah, I don't care what it is you're dealing with. They'll be like, sometimes people will call them a derogatory name type of hospital. They'll be like, oh, we call that the such and such hospital. Don't go there. You could go there for the most simplest of things. And sometimes you get a real adverse result. And that's why a lot of people sometimes, they have learned to not trust hospitals. Which brings me to these statements here. The public trust in hospitals and physicians has declined a lot. Why? It's because of a variety of reasons. You know, so many reasons why people go, nah, if you got a situation in certain states, certain towns, people know, yo, we don't trust that hospital over here. We would rather travel another 30 miles to go to a hospital that we trust and we feel that the staff treats us equally, fairly, and they're professionals. You know, unlike having malpractice that we hear about all the time. Matter of fact, that could be the word of the day, malpractice. And what does malpractice mean if you look it up? It means improper or illegal, negligent professional activity or treatment experienced by a medical practitioner, meaning a doctor. You know, dentist is a doctor too. A medical practitioner, lawyer, or public official. And that would be malpractice. When you go, man, you're giving me improper behavior, improper procedures, illegal procedures, you know, negligent. They made, how many times we heard of people had a surgery and the doctor left something inside of them and sewed them back up? And you're like, yo, I got to sue them for malpractice. They left a chisel inside my arm. They left a glove inside my leg. You go, how is that even possible? That's what will be called malpractice. But sometimes it's a lot more severe than that. That's why I wrote some of these things down. But like I said, I've spoken to many of people where they may live only 3 miles from a hospital. And they go, we don't go to that hospital. No, we don't trust that hospital. They got too much bad reputation at that hospital. You know, and what do you mean by bad reputation? It might be something like they had a bad experience. You know, they got a lot of scrutiny. You know, their healthcare is under scrutiny. It's been in the paper. You know, they may have family members or themselves had a bad experience there. And we speak of bad experience. Let's read exactly what that is. A bad experience. People may lose trust in a hospital after having a negative experience with their own care or the care of a family member. How many times have we heard something like that? Someone went to the hospital. It might be for the most simplest of things. And then next thing you know, they tell you all of a sudden, we had to amputate the leg. We had to do this. And you're like, whoa. We came in here, my aunt came in here for a splinter. She had a splinter. How the heck you talking about now we got to cut off her arm and all this other nonsense? You know what I'm saying? It's like, speaking of a bad experience, I remember, like I said, even when you go on vacation or across the world, right? I remember being on vacation out of the country. I believe we was in DR one time, right? And I remember a lady, she almost drowned in the water. And when they pulled her out, which was wonderful, they saved her. But now she started going into convulsions. And her family members like, oh, we got to get her to the hospital. I remember the local people told that family, right there while I was there, they said, no. They said, listen, if you want to go to the hospital, I'm telling you, you're taking a big risk. Listen, do you know your family members' medical do you know their medical
history?
Yeah. And the local people, I heard them clearly tell, they said, listen, you don't want to go to the hospital here. Trust me. The authorities, meaning the police, they're corrupt. And the medical staff, they're corrupt as heck. They was like, if you know her medical history, I would highly advise you, as long as it's not too severe, she might just need rest and you guys take care of her. You're better off y'all taking care of her, opposed to y'all taking her to that hospital. You taking a risk. Man, when I heard them say this, it wasn't the first time I heard something like this. I said, you see how this one makes people go, nah. Too many bad experience. That was on vacation. And I heard that more than once. A person especially when they know you from America or whatever, and now you out of the country, they're going to try to extort you. The police going to try to extort you because now they got to help you get a ride there. The ambulance going to try to extort you. All kind of nonsense. But watch this. You remember this one, babe? Remember it was many years ago. We was at 1 Acre Park in Elizabeth. Remember that?
Back in New
We was
Jersey,
walking around the track, just enjoying our day, getting a little workout. All of a sudden, one of the guys on the soccer field there, he got severely hurt where he couldn't even walk. His friends was carrying him. He was limping. And all you heard, everybody in the panic. And one of them said, call an ambulance, call an ambulance. And they was calling the ambulance. And we went over there to see if there's anything we could do. Not that we're doctors or nothing, but who knows? Maybe we give you a ride. Maybe we got first aid kit in our car, which we do. We can help out some kind of way. They're like, no, it's okay. We got the ambulance call. We call the ambulance. And sure enough, I heard the ambulance coming around. And as they was getting closer, I told the guy, I said, look, my man, I don't know how serious you are hurt. And they said, no, we fine. I said, no, just hear me out. I said, I just want to let you know, I don't know, you just got a sprained ankle or you just got something more severe? Because I'm telling you now, if that ambulance come, the moment he get in that ambulance truck, I'm telling you, they going to give him over $1,000 bill for a ride to the hospital. I said, you'd be better off one of y'all riding to the hospital. That's if you want them to be in the hospital, because it depends on what door they go through. They're going to charge another $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $9,000 on a bill for a sprained ankle. I said, I'm telling you from experience, man. I said, so if y'all are going to take them to the hospital, why don't you take them? There's no $1,000 bill. I swear, the ambulance pulled up and they came out and they, right away they said, yo, man, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. I said, yeah, I'm just trying to help out, man. Each one teach one. And the ambulance, yeah, come on. They said, no, we good. We're good. We don't need you guys. They was real persistent, like, nah, come on, we can get this. They said, no, we're fine. And the guy was limping and he was in agony. But he looked at me again. He said, yo, my man, thanks a lot, man. Because, yo, you right. You right, man. My family member, I forgot all about my family member went through that crap. Man, she got like a $20,000 bill. I said, exactly. These jokers will overcharge for ridiculous prices that don't make no daggone sense. Which brings me to this part right here called conflicts of interest. Like I said, public trust in hospitals and physicians is declining because of conflicts of interest as well. People may worry that hospitals or doctors are motivated by financial gain or outside entities. Exactly. See, the more they go, yo, I'm going to come in, y'all going to give me a bill for something so minor, y'all going to try to break my bank account. This is ridiculous. These doctors will try to rip the heck out of you. Base it on what type of insurance you got too. See what type of insurance you got. I'm going to do another video on that too called with HMO, PPO and all that. But based on your insurance, you'll see how they will discriminate against you. Based on they looking at like, oh, they got lousy insurance. Oh, they got a good insurance. Oh, they got really good insurance. Oh man, I'll give me a new boat. I get this guy. See? Stuff like that. Conflicts of interest. You know, it's like that old saying they said, the more they say the more they say the disease AIDS, the more money, financial aid a hospital will get. You see what I'm saying? That's a bad experience. Now, here's another one. Discrimination. Remember, what's the title of the video? Hospitals we don't trust. Like I said, I've been in many different states and talked to many different people where it's always the same story from people that don't even know each other. They go, oh no, the hospital, when we get in that conversation, you go, oh no, we don't go to our local hospital. No, we call that hospital the adverse this. I don't want to say it, but y'all know what I mean. It starts with the letter K, I, and ends ER. They call it Killer Hospital. And it's like, we don't go to that hospital. No way. No, we know. We're going to travel 50 miles to get to a hospital that we trust. Family members been there. We trust this hospital. So like I said, bring me even to discrimination. Some people have experienced discrimination or bias while interacting with the healthcare system. Yes. Remember I read a book way long ago. I think it was a David Baldacci book. Love, this great writer. I remember in the book, he mentioned it was this elderly lady. She looked very mean and distant from everybody. Like she didn't communicate too much, right? But when he finally got to talk to her and she opened up why she was the way she was, she said she was the way she was because the hospital killed her son. Umpteenth years ago. You know, this is a book from way back in the days. And the old lady, she was talking about in like the 40s, the 30s and the 40s, 1930s and the 40s. And she was talking about how the hospital killed her. And he was like, what do you mean by that? Was it some form of malpractice? Remember what malpractice means. Improper, illegal, or negligent professional activity or treatment experienced by medical practitioners, meaning a doctor. Even a dentist is considered a doctor, lawyer, or public official. But anyway, the lady explained to him in the book, she said, one day my baby, he was only 16 or whatever. He didn't even start his life yet. She said he had got bit by a rattle. Remember, this is a book. I forgot what book it was. She said, my baby had got bit by a rattlesnake. And boy, I did the best I could to try to get the poison out, which wasn't much. She said, so I hurried my baby up in the car and we rushed 15 miles to the nearest hospital where I knew they did snake bites. She said when she got there, remember, this is on discrimination. Hospitals we don't trust. She said when she got to the hospital, they told her, we don't treat Negroes here. Remember, this is from way back in the day. See how nonsense is? She said they told her, we don't treat Negroes here. She said, my baby been bit. I need help. He need help real quick. And they said, no, you got to take him to the such and such hospital, which was another 30 miles the other way. So she put her son back in the hospital in the car, drove the other 30 miles, only to get there. And they said, ma'am, we can treat you here, but we don't do snake bites. You got to go to the such and such hospital, the same one she just left. They specialize in snake bites. They have antivenom. We have no antivenom. Man, please, you got to get your son back in the car. You got to rush across town. That's where you need to be. She said she rushed back across town, back to the hospital that dismissed her, only for her son to die in the car. So this is why this lady in the book was so bitter towards hospitals and people as well for the rest of her life. Here's another one. Remember, what's the title of the video? Hospitals we don't trust. Anxiety and fear. Some people may fear medical procedures, instruments, doctors, or other possibilities of bad news. How many times we have seen malpractice on the news, on the internet about this hospital, these doctors? Remember, what does malpractice mean? Again and again and again. Improper, illegal, or negligent professional activity performed by a medical practitioner, doctor, or lawyer, or public official, right? So, like I said, some people, they fear because medical instruments, doctors, or other possibilities of bad news. Malpractice they heard. I had a friend, or a lot of y'all out there, he used to hate going to the dentist because he used to hate hearing this noise right here. That noise alone will make a lot of people go, oh no, I don't want to go to the dentist. Man, that noise, that drilling, right? That drilling do get to some people, if not a lot of people. But yeah, a lot of healthcare has been under a lot of scrutiny since forever. It's just some people have no choices. Other people deal with it. Other people say, no, I'm not going to deal with it. But I always thought it was so peculiar how I could be in a whole nother state talking to a family member or friend, and they say the same thing in this state. Let's say I'm all the way in Florida. I could be all the way in New York, all the way in California, or all the way in Texas, in Houston, somewhere, right? And these people don't know each other, but they all got the same story. When I mention something about the hospital, they go, oh no, I don't go to the hospital close to me. Now there are some areas you hear people speak highly. They say, oh, we got one of the best hospitals in the land. See, now that's a wonderful thing. When you can say something like that, and you feel confident and you feel safe going to this hospital, and you don't feel like they about to try to squeeze you, drench you dry for every penny just because, oh, you got an $8,000 bill. Why? Because you walk through this door. That's the emergency door. If you go through that door, the bill charge, but they didn't even do nothing for me. Yeah, but you came through those doors. What?
Now, hospitals, they say hospitals save life. They save people. But it's more of an interest of something else.
Financial.
Which is, money.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about money.
Yeah.
You got money, you don't matter what huge, but even the simplest thing, they got you.
Yeah.
And when you don't, you're not important.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love it. Remember, we was together when that cat, he hurt himself in that soccer field.
Yeah.
He kept thanking us, right? Afterwards, and the ambulance people was like, you sure you done? They said, no, we're good. And they left. And they came over and said, yo, man, thanks. Because we wasn't thinking. See, that's what happens when people go into panic real quick. They just react, be real reactive. But that's why it's good to have somebody calm and patient around you to help calm you and walk you through things. Because like I tell them, yo, my man, you probably just got a sprained ankle. It might be something worse, who knows? But one thing you can do, your friends can put you in their car and drive you. And it don't cost you $1,100 for a ride. That's only a ride that's only 2 miles from where you at. Come on, how the heck? Is you crazy? This is what hospitals do, though. Now, that's just the ambulance ride. Now, when you get there, just because they rolled you through the emergency door, they're going to say, oh, that's $8,000. What? How? Mm-hmm. But, hey, I know I'm being redundant here. I'm going to say it again. I just always found it so peculiar and amazing how I'm speaking to people in total different states that don't even know each other, and they all got the same story. That, we don't go to this hospital. This hospital is known as the negative blah, blah, blah hospital. The KINER hospital. That's what we call it, the killer hospital. We don't go there. We done heard too many bad news right here. Like I said, anxiety. Some people may fear medical procedures, instruments, doctors, or other possibilities of bad news. Man, we done heard too many bad things. We done been through it there. No, we don't go to that hospital. These people don't even know what the heck they're doing there. It's like they experiment on you, like they novice. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like that one guy you always speak of. I think his name is Rob. He never had a cavity in his day of his life.
My man, you're right. That's a good point. My man, Rob.
And I guess his girl got very persistent, and she said, "Okay, I'll go because of her."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he started having cavities.
You hit it right on the nose. My man, Rob. He know what I'm talking about. He said he never had a cavity, never. But we worked at the same job. He had good insurance. His wife kept pushing, go get it checked, go get it clean, go get it. He said, yo, I'm fine. She's like, yeah, but you got good insurance. You need to go use the insurance. He said, but I don't need it. I don't got no problem with my teeth. I'm fine. My teeth is perfect. She just kept pushing. Sure enough, he went to the dentist just to get a clean. Next thing you know, he had a cavity. He said he never had a cavity. He said from the moment I went to that dentist, all of a sudden I was always having cavities all of a sudden.
That don't make no sense.
Now, I know some people out there say, well, maybe he already had a cavity. He just didn't know it. No, he had a cavity now after going to the dentist that was hurting. And it went to another tooth. And it's like, yo, I never had this problem until I started going to the damn dentist. Speaking of discrimination, y'all all remember that heartfelt story that comedian Chris Rock told about his mom when he said his mom told him when they was younger, back in her days, if a black person had to get their teeth removed, they had to go to the town vet, veterinarian for animals. They had to go to a vet to get their teeth removed, or they just had to deal with it until it got better. Sometimes until people died, if it was that severe. So see what I'm saying? When you talk about discrimination, hospitals we don't trust. Sometimes personal practitioners. Hope you learned something today. Got my medical stuff out here too. I be studying my little stuff every now and then, man. Even when I'm doing my sports videos, you'd be surprised things you know. Some fighters, if you knew the anatomy and you knew what puncture points they hit, make you incredible. But hey, on that note, subscribe, share, like, and comment. Tell me y'all stories, because I know y'all got them too. Medical places where you be like, nah, we don't go there. You crazy as that. We don't go. Nah, we gonna go 40 miles. I don't care. 40 minutes from here. I don't care that that's only 5 minutes. We're going to go 40 minutes to somewhere we feel safe. And we feel like they really care for us. Opposed to just going here because it's convenient and they don't give a damn about us. Forget that hospital or that medical practitioner. No, we're going to go far for better quality. Opposed to going near for bull crap. Tell me y'all stories.